Okay, go for it.
So there's two ways that you can access the clinical file from the diary as well as. So if it's fine, I can just make a so that's the site from the diary site where we can access.
Okay,
so if you click on the booking once, and then here on your right hand side you can see there's your clinical side and your patient file. So if you hover over
No, I can see now.
there's an option for that says C, that's for your clinical case. You can see it's the color of that C is gray. That means that there hasn't been any clinical site
your mouse is stuck.
Uploaded to the specific cookie. So if you want to create a new clinical case from this side, from the booking side, you can go. So on your right hand side, you can see this is your data details and here's your patient. So if you want to add a new clinical case, you can see here there's it says forms library. So we just click on select a form to add, and then there's all the options for our clinical. So
can we get this as the only screen? In other words, there's none of these other people on the side, so we can just enlarge the screen to the full screen.
Do you want me to zoom in like this?
Yeah, but I want to make this screen the main screen. How do we do that?
If I may cut in, sorry, doctor, you would have to turn your mic, your camera off.
My camera, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, is that better?
No. I've still got MGSAL all on the side here. Can I get rid of that?
Let's see if there.
So that I'm only seeing the screen of this here.
Can I, by chance, just quickly, any days with doctor, then I can just see where I can help there.
Any desk 844
844
464
464
974.
974. Okay. Okay, it's just connecting.
Are you connected?
No, I'm on PC.
I don't know where the Zoom's gone.
Is that a lot better?
No, I've still got this stuff on the side here. Can you get rid of that?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. I was just hoping that you can have the whole screen as the GoodX, as opposed to. Is this Teams or what is this? Zoom? Google Meet. Like on Zoom, you can get rid of the people and just full screen.
Well, just go to sidebar. Or you could try the
She's
very good.
Oh, there we go. No.
Okay.
Okay.
So back to the clinical side. Here where it says forms library, you can click on select form to add. I don't know, is there a specific clinical case that the doctor wants?
So what I'm trying to do, and I spoke to Abdul about it, is to create so I do a list for my implant cases, and it's got like specific things that are always just tab points that are right up: the bone type, the ISQ levels, the type of healing abutment, the thing. Is there a way that I can have almost like a macro list of notes that I can just click on it and change what I want to do, and then that's the thing? Because based on that, we can do the same for everything, can't we?
So is that on the diagnosis side?
No, it's on the clinical notes side.
Clinical notes.
Yeah.
So we can. Clinical notes is that the quick notes thing?
I don't know what quick notes is.
Which form do you usually use?
I write it on a page.
On the page, okay, perfect. So it's a quick note. So we can create a custom quick note. So anytime doctor uses the specific, like you said, it's almost like a micro script that you're using each time you see the patient. we can create a custom. We just need all the information that's needs to be set up on that specific form, PDF file or anything like that that needs to be on the form. And then anytime you do create the or do want to use the templates, you can see this little drop down here is grayed out. If we add a template for that, so instead of having to add it or manually type it in or add it every time, we will be able to add it from there.
And you can edit it.
Yes.
Okay. So is this something you have to set up every time?
Yeah, so we do usually set up our workflows in templates and
Okay.
custom. So I can show you as well where we do that.
Can you show us? Can you show us how to do it?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So if you go to the settings here.
Okay. This is in the appointment book, eh?
Yes, that's correct. And then you go to entity.
Okay.
Workflow event templates.
Yeah.
Then you click on choose event type to add.
Right.
So then we're going to search for that. We just say add template, and then we can start adding our files and images that we need on this.
Okay. So let's just do it. Can you do it for me quickly? So just put the dates right there. Date. Next line MH. Next line DOB. Next line implant. Next line comments. Okay, so then you're going to save all of that, or
Yeah, is there a specific name for this template?
let's call it implant notes.
Implant notes. Okay. I'm gonna add more spaces here.
But I mean, this is editable, eh?
Yes. So I'll show you now. If we just save that and save it again. We go to clinical, and you can see now that drop-down option is now available. So if we click on that, you can select the implant notes.
That's cool, right?
Then you can edit it from there. So add your own notes, also upload anything else.
Can you just, the beginning section where you started from just the appointment book, can you just go show me where to get to the clinical, because there's so many different ways to get to these things, and I never know which way is the right way. I mean, there's like 6 ways to skin a cat here. It's
there's a lot of ways to search these things. It's just to make it a lot more accessible on the system. So there are 2 options. So the one is the patient file. So that is the that but if you want to add and click on that, it will open this. So
sorry, can you just go to patient file to show me the difference of I don't understand why it's different. So
here's your patient file. That's everything that has been added on previous appointments or previous notes that have been made. So we can see there was a script, there was a quick note, and we can see when it was added and modified and who was the last user, view the history. So the history is basically just all the changes that was made to the clinical note specifically. You can email it from this side, also download it, edit or copy it to a new transaction date. So this is just the history of everything that has been done. But the clinical side is the clinical notes that will be added to the patient file. So you have that option to add more instead of just viewing the history of it.
Okay. Does everybody understand that? And then so now we want to just pull up that thing. We got a quick note and we choose it.
Yes. So it's the implant note.
And then if we want to scan some, I'm going to complain, but if we want to do a scan of, say, for instance, old paper notes that we've scanned with a scanner, and it's on a PDF.
Yeah.
Where would we save that, and how would we save that?
So it's the same. It's a quick note. It's a normal quick note. So if you go to Forms Library, you choose the quick note option. So just click on that, and then here it says set PDF file. So you can choose from the files that you have downloaded that on your PT. Then you can add it from this side, then it will show you. I have a few, just as an example. So as soon as you upload it, then it will show here the whole PDF file. But you can also add an image. So if you click on the add image, upload from file, choose file, then you can also add. So that's basically it. And then you can also make notes based on those documents that have been uploaded.
Okay, and how can we make like normal notes, voice activated notes while the patient's sitting in the chair?
So that will also be the quick notes. So if you click on quick notes, there is a add voice recording. So if you allow the mic, just click on the microphone button. There's two options. There's English and Afrikaans. So now it will your set input device, and there's for your microphone. But if you click on the recording button, and you will start. If you start talking, it will start recording. You can also load it from an external file. So if you have previous recordings that you want to put on, click it here as well. Here it will also to the notepad as well as soon as you start speaking, it will record everything and make notes of what you're saying.
Okay, and if you want to leave a voice clinical notes, not transcribed notes, if you wanna make notes in like a MP4 form where it's not transcribed, it's just a voice note. Is that possible?
Yes, so you just go back to the voice recording, then you can say load from external upload. There will obviously be options here as well.
No, I'm saying you can't record it directly onto GoodX as a voice recording.
You can. I just did that. When you click on this little microphone here, it will start recording for you.
But it's transcribing it. I'm saying that the.
Can you do it without transcribing?
Can you do it without transcribing?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. You can just, it will transcribe it for you, but you can also listen it when you click on it, but it will automatically transcribe it
so
for you.
It does both.
Option. Yeah.
And then will if you listen to it, is it you or is it AI robot?
No, it's you. It's the recording that
actual
you
recording.
just made from your laptop. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You were asking about.
I want to know here. Can you quickly show me how to do a prescription, please?
Yes. Okay. So here from the forms library, there is a script option. So here's what a basic script looks like. The diagnosis here. You can put in your diagnosis. Say I have a cluster headache. The medicine that you want to prescribe, you can type in name or the NAVI code that you want to search for. Then choose the Bernardo. Here's a little settings button for you as well. So if you hover over settings, there will be different generics for you as well in regards to that. And you can also choose from the history. So choosing from the history of previous medications that has been billed before, or not billed but prescribed before. If you click on the generics, I just want to show you. So let's say, for example, the patient is allergic to specifically Bernardo, and you want a generic medicine. It will show you the different generics from that medication.
Okay.
Click on it and save it, then it will change to the medication that you chose. Here's your dosage route, so that's the type of medication that it is, is it nasal, oral, frequency, day supply, and total quantity. So you can mark it as a chronic medication and so there's also different options. You can on the prescription you can say what time of the day they have a meal relationship. So do they have to eat it with meals, take it with meals before or after, and how much time they have to remove that. There's directions as well. You're more than welcome to just remove it and add your directions here.
So see that, right?
Yeah.
And you can also add more lines here to add more medication.
What is the green heart?
The green heart, that's basically if you want to mark this specific medicine as a favorite. So anytime you prescribe or you do like to prescribe this specific medication, you can add it as a favorite, and then anytime you want to prescribe that specific one, then it will you can add it from the favorites. I will show you that now as well.
Okay.
I'm going to say first. So here you can say add favorite mix. It will show this one. So you can see that's the one that we had and the description here that I put in. You can add it to the script and just say save, and it will automatically add it for us. Save script lines to a macro. So that's basically just your normal billing macro but for a script. So anytime there's like a specific diagnosis with specific medications that you want to instead of having to manually add every time, you can make a script line macro. So then with the description of this macro, you just type it in and then it will automatically pop up all the medications you should extract for that diagnosis. Then it will automatically pop up. This under, you can see these are all the previous scripts that I've been done. So you can add your whole script to the previous script that you're on, or you can just repeat one of the lines, script lines. If you want to remove maybe one of the lines, you just click on that red minus button. Yeah, if you think everything is correct, it'll save for you, and then you can email and print it from the site as well. What it looks like.
Yeah. Thank you.
Check. I just forgot something. You can also add doctor signatures. You can sign from the site as well. Each user can have their own signature set up, so a pin will be linked to that signature. So for each user, then you can just type in your pin, and then it will automatically pop up your signature. And you can also make any type of medication notes, then it will show on the script as well.
Okay. Okay. Can you go through the charting with us, please? And just the dental charting, and what's the simplest way to chart? I mean, I was also told there's a voice activated charting as well.
The periodontal chart or the diagnosis?
Normal chart. So yeah, so is the diagnosis observation, is that the normal chart?
Yeah, so that's basically the diagnosis that's usually used for the consultation when you.
And how would you get it? Just go back to the appointment book and then take us through into this window, because yeah.
So we just go back to clinical, click on clinical, and here at the top it says diagnosis/observation.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're automatically on the observation/diagnosis. So this screen is basically if you see the patient first and you see what the issues want to highlight them specifically. If you see, for example, on this one tooth, if you click on it, then on your right hand side, all these options will appear for you, so then you can check anything that you observed during the consultation. So if you click on that, and choose the sides, and then it will highlight it for you. So anytime you see the patient the next time, it will be saved. As long as you just say save and close when you're done. If you click on this little orange switch tab, it will go to the treatment planning mode. That's for the treatment itself of the infection or anything from the diagnosis side. So I'm just going to do, if you click on the implant, it will highlight it for you as an implant. You can see here, it will create an invoice for you as well based on those things that you have clicked on and done. If you go back to the invoice details as well, you can see it has been added for you. So that's really nice as well. You can also, if you maybe made a mistake and you want to reset the whole mouth, then you just click on reset mouth. It's going to ask you, are you sure everything needs to be redone? Then you just say okay. Then it's going to remove everything.
Where's the reset button? Sorry, I didn't see that.
The reset mount is right here, the orange button.
Oh,
that
there.
says
Okay.
reset mount.
Okay. So if we make a mistake, you reset the mouth and it does it. And is that on all the screens? Is that on the other observation screen as well?
Yes, that's
And the planned treatment, completed
Yes.
treatment, yeah.
that's correct. That's correct.
How do you
And
save
you can also change the mouse to a child sign up.
computable?
It might be a longer. See there.
What's this? What is save and close?
No,
Right.
that's
Oscar?
Okay, so first of all, let me do. Okay, just go back to the. Why the teeth all short now? Is it? Please take it back to the adult teeth. Okay, let's do like just a simple filling on the 1 MP. Just show me how to do resin restoration is needed. So we're not doing it. I'm not going to do an observation. I'm going to do a treatment planning. Can I do a treatment planning without observations?
You can, yes.
Okay. So because I normally just do a treatment planning and I make a note.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say we're going. So go to 1-1. I want to do a two-surface resin restoration MP. Okay.
Okay, so if you click on the resin, so first you have to click on the tooth number, then go to resin restoration, then you choose the anterior surface.
Okay.
Let's say, for example, it's on anterior 3, then it's going to give you the options here as well as it on PVD, IPD, so whichever option you chose, you can just click on that. It will highlight that specific tooth, will highlight red because that has been done now on that specific tooth, and you can see the little resin
Yeah.
here on the tooth as well. And if
Okay.
you scroll a bit down, you can see
It's down there.
that code has now been.
And is it on the invoice book as well, you say?
Yes, go to invoice details now.
Okay.
And it will also give the tooth number and the tariff code.
Okay. Go back to that. At the tooth number in the grey blocks, there's a black arrow with a drop-down menu. What's this?
Okay, so these ones can also be part of the diagnosis. You can mark different missing gaps as well. You can mark golden crown, porcelain crown, anything like that. You can change the tooth to a primary. You can see the tooth history, so any changes that have been made. But we did reset this now, so there's not going to be previous notes or anything like that. So that's just basically the history and everything that has been marked on that specific tooth. You can also add a note on the tooth. So that will be your normal quick note. You can add subs of notes and save it. And you can see the little attachment button.
That says that there's a note made on that tooth.
Okay, that's quite useful.
Yeah. And then when let's say we've done, let's say this is all the patient needs here. How do I print out a cost estimate?
The cost estimate. So this was a normal invoice, but we can move it to an estimate. So you can see here the orange button that's like a little arrow in the book.
Yeah.
You can click that and then you can move it to a specific estimate. So we can see there's previous estimates that have been done. If you want to maybe make a new one, you click on the and just give it a name, and we can just say switch to estimate. Then it's going to add.
And then can I add sort of like infection control, local anesthetic, X-rays, and whatever to that manually now?
To the clinical side.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just think about this. Let's say you need a filling on that one. So the GoodX put onto the estimate sheet that the cost of the filling, but obviously we still need to add on a few extras that we always do with every appointment, the infection control fees and the local anesthetic fees and things like that. Can I add that on now?
Yes, like the X-ray and everything.
Yes.
If I'm understanding. Yep.
Yes.
So, like we went to the specific tooth, we can add a note on this side, and then we can add the X-ray as a.
No, he's talking about the quote.
I'm talking about the quote now, because let's say so this at the bottom there. It says there's going to be an implant, whatever thing, 2,000, and a filling for 545, for example, whatever it is.
Yes.
But now before I print that out to turn it into a cost estimate for the patient, I want to add the cost of the local anesthetic for that upcoming appointment and those extra little costs and sterilization costs and things like that. Can I add those on right now?
You can. You just click on the plus button here.
As if we invoice
it. You can add the tariff codes and everything like that.
Okay.
And if you want to add a macro code that's got a whole lot of stuff on there, how would you do that?
So macros are usually set up with specific descriptions. So if you type in the macro description either on the diagnosis or on the coding side, on the tariff code side, then it will pop up automatically.
Okay. So now let's
show us how to set up a macro.
Yes, okay. Let's close here.
But before you
wait, before you go there, let's carry on here with the clinical first.
Okay.
Because this is the main thing that we wanted to do, is the clinical side of it. Okay, so I don't know, add a filling and something else. You can choose what you want there. I just want to get something underneath that.
So just tell her that.
Yeah, there.
Crown.
That's fine. That's good. And another one of some sort. All right, and then add a 8109 to the estimate.
I see that there's something wrong with the linking. Just want to check.
Excuse me if I may interject here quickly. If you go to your settings screen, there's a billing settings, there's a dental billing settings, and usually each tooth is like linked to a specific code. So whenever you choose something, if you go to billing settings, dental billing, yes, it can be that there might be some codes missing. That's why that error is popping up.
Okay, thank you, Adrian. Okay, so I'm just gonna send you the normal invoicing so that we avoid. And it was the 8. And anything else that we need to add?
That's fine for now. And then now let's say, okay, that's all that I actually want for that next appointment. How do I now save this and print out the estimate?
Okay, so we did this one as a normal invoice. So we want to move it over to an estimate. So now how I did create a new estimate here.
Sorry. Can I stop you there? Can you so he's got those teeth that he wants to do as planned, and now you want to add X-rays and infection control and all of that. That's where do you add that?
Click on the blue one.
Like the specific X-rays for the whole mouth or a specific?
Yeah. X-rays, gloves, infection control, like non-specific, not specific to teeth codes.
So you just add on a normal code. So if you just click on the plus button here and give me that code, you just type in the code that you want.
What you say?
No, I think they're the same. They're the same now.
So where's the plus? There's orange plus.
No. The blue.
Where's the blue plus? I can't see a blue plus.
Yours is green.
No, it's not.
It's between the green and the
right down at the bottom of the screen. Go right, up in the middle, down there.
Oh, that thing then.
Yeah. So look, at each line you can add a line below it.
Yeah.
An empty
or
line.
you can take it away with the.
Or you can minus it. So blue is add a line.
Is that to add a line? Oh, okay.
Yes, and the red is to take a line away.
And the red is the minus.
Okay.
What's the orange thing again?
The orange is.
For the quotes. The oranges are for quotes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you want to add a macro, you click on the blue, the code for the macro.
So the macros, sorry to interrupt, the macros have specific description. So if you, for example, go to the code and type in that description of the macro, then it will automatically pop up all those codes as part of the macro. So instead of having to add them individually per line, it's going to be a lot easier to just type in this.
So if you've got all the lines, you click on a blue to get another line, and then on that new line you put the macro code in, and then that will bring all the other. Okay.
Or if you have a macro that's all the codes that you need,
As long as
and you type in by code, type in the description of the macro, then it will give you all those codes.
Okay, just put what's the name of the macro? Put in S and P.
S.
Put in S. Not S and P. S.
and sign, the ampersand. There.
There.
Yeah, there.
Yes.
No.
S and P.
Yeah.
So you can have the option to select the specific codes. If you want to select all of them and change the quantity, you can as well. Just say okay, and then it's going to put the whole macro in for you. All the codes that you need.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's say the patient just wants a cost estimate for Maggie to see them for a cleaning. So that's what you've got there: the infection control and the prophylaxis. That's good.
Yes.
Now, how do I
Make
a quotation out of this?
Okay. So we can see here the one that's highlighted in green. That's a normal. If we want to switch it to being an estimate, we can see there's different estimates. So the appointment one. You can add another option here as well, but I'm going to move it over to the GoodX. So if you click on the arrow pointing, so I'm going to move it to GoodX.
Can I ask you where do these come from? Where do these quotes, are they set up
What's
before,
GoodX?
or what are they?
There were just previous ones that were done in training, I'm guessing. The previous ones that was created before.
Can we not create one now quickly that says cleaning cost estimate?
No, that's a bit difficult because for this specific file.
Yeah.
Or
The one you just made.
Yeah, the one that you just made.
Just had the cleaning.
okay. We can say here into its estimate name, then you can name it that one, and then we can say switch. Then it's going to create a new one for us. So you can see here now it's created new estimates, and we can type in what that is and
You click on the thing. On the
yes, and then you just say okay. And there we go, and that's the estimate. So if you want to download it or view it, you can download it. Just click on the download button. Sorry, I forgot about that step. You just need to save the estimate before emailing it because it might close it and not save it. So you're right next to save and close. You just click on that and do arrow pointing upward. Then it's just going to save everything that we've done now. So I'm just going to go back to the cleaning cost estimate. We can email it, download it. If the patient maybe has rejected it, you can mark it as rejected or as accepted. But you just click on download treatment plan.
From the download. From the PDF. Does it download as a PDF? What does it do?
Yes.
Okay, and then I print it from there.
Yes, you can print it from there. These two options: download.
Can you download it into Word so we can add like some stuff on there or not?
I think at default it downloads as a PDF, but there's another way. I think there's a way to export the PDF as a Word document, if that's possible. I don't think so. It's automatically going to default as a PDF, but there's another website. It's called I Love PDFs. Then you can convert the PDF file to PDF to Word, the file, and then you can say convert, and then it will convert for you, and you're able to download it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and the macros, can I...
Before you go,
yes?
Can you quickly talk through, I see there's a microphone there. How do we, like, is this if there's no nurse, then you can do a charting with just voice, or how does it work?
If you can hear that, but if you click on the microphone, it will give you directions to say what you want to say. But if you hover over it, you can say it's a voice command. I've never used the microphone too much before, but you can give it specific directions on the clinical file as complete. You can, as a text, you can say with hello.
So you can't say like 1-8 missing, 1-7 MOD, 1-6 crown, 1-5, and it will chart. Because then I won't need my nurse, you see.
Yeah.
There's salaries to pay.
There's salaries to pay.
See?
AI, you're getting replaced by AI.
Okay. Wait, hello? It's not taking my mic. Okay, I don't know, I don't think doctor is gonna hear that. But if you do a test one on your side and you click on the microphone to allow it to open up that little microphone, you can say web hello and then it will speak back to you and you can add web tooth number, implant, this surface, whatever else, and then it will add that option.
Okay.
Like,
And does it actually mark it on the diagrammatic representation on the charting above?
on this charting on the if you're on this bottom.
Can you show us? Does it?
She said you can't do it she can't do it on us.
I've got to do it. Okay.
I don't think right now.
Because that'll work with you, right? Can we try it quickly? Let's see if it'll work. Hello?
So it's on the voice command you have to say web before whatever else you need to type.
Okay.
Is it at least working on your side?
No, we can't really we can't see what's happening. Like we've got the charting screen up or the treatment planning screen, but we don't know what you're doing.
Okay. If you want me to, I can connect so that we can test together to see if it works.
Okay.
Okay.
Roy, I think have you got to accept it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were on the index already. Sorry.
No worries. So I'm just gonna mute your microphone because I hear myself talking.
Is she going to try it now on her own now?
Yeah.
No.
It'll actually work for you, Maggie. Because then you can shop. Where's Maggie?
We're home.
No.
So I can just open the web for me.
So you want me to open? What? Oh, she's not talking to me.
These microphones here.
Am I still recording this thing? I'm not. No, I'm not. Because it's red. I'm going to pause.
You get the clinical and the patient file.
So from debtors, you can get to the clinical as well.
Yes.
And it's the same one we've just been at.
Yes. So the one is via bookings on the diary, but I think that's the best way because it's when you do go to a patient goes to an appointment.
Yeah.
Yes, but to set up a macro, so we're just going to go to settings on the settings button here. Then we go to billing settings. So there is your macro settings. Where you want to say macro. So the macro is for your billing, and the script line is for specific scripts, and there is also the dental one to range with up to that we can set all the codes up for you as well, so it doesn't give you that error message. But the macro settings, if you click on it once, you can see there's already been global and other macros that has been set up. You can see the different options here. There's the bone graph, and then
This is what you've done, eh?
so there's a few ones and other macros. You can link specific macros to a specific treating doctor. So it's only the one doctor uses one specific macro, then only they will be able to both those macros. But yes, global macros, if you want to add a new macro, say add new, then it will create a new unsaved macro. At once, and again, then the code and the description, the first one, that is the when you type in that specific code on the invoice line, then it will show, and then it will pop up all those codes that you've added now.
And does it have to be numbers or can it be like a name or like?
It could be a name, number, anything like that.
Okay. So you can call it sinus lift or something like that. Okay.
You just copy that over to the description as well. You can also choose a default service center, the default treatment doctor, like I said, with the macros linked to a specific treatment. Type fix or choose, so you can choose change them as well, or choose the specific invoice line for billing items. or fixed means that it will always build all of those codes to the macro. So if there's always like your specific diagnosis and code to the macro on the one, so that you can see. As by default, it's already automatically ticked. So if you say choose, if you choose and change the type to choose, and you say add by default, then it will always take the specific tariff code to the max. But if you remove it, it gives you the option to choose that one. Quantity, price, you can see this little box here is highlighted blue. So what that means is that you can't edit that box. So this price is the total price, the rate price, and patient price. If you click on this one, it changes the block or toggle between the blocks that you can't edit. You can also add a new billing item, the add by default ones. You can add more and more billing lines as soon as you save it and go to the invoice. You can also of those lines as well if maybe they chose the wrong one, or if you can change it as well from this side.
I'm just the blue box. If you move it, so the price is what you're gonna input, and then if you make it blue, then they can't change it. Is that what it is?
Yes. We don't have to put in the price here. It will automatically pull from the price that's linked to that specific medical aid. But you can put in your own custom prices if you only want to be able for that.
Okay, but where will we put our actual cost for that? In price or patient price? What's the difference?
So the price is the total amount. So if there is a side on an amount on the medical aid and the patient, it will count both of those up and go to the price. So that's basically the total amount of the total price.
Okay, price. So we're not on medical aid, so we'll just be price, eh?
Yeah. So it will go to patient price.
So we have to move the blue thing away and then fill it in, or how does it work?
So you can use the blue.
And then put the amount in. Okay.
Like I said, it's not needed to price it. Will automatically pull from the prices that's been uploaded.
You don't put the prices in. Okay.
Are you happy with that now?
Yeah. So we don't put prices in. We just put the codes in, and then we save it as a macro.
Yes.
Add it.
So then, as soon as I do save this one, and I want to pull a specific macro, I type in the description at the diagnosis or at the tariff code, at the code on the billing side, and I type in sinus list and then you can show this specific macro.
Okay. So you add all your billings and then you click save on the bottom right there.
Yes, that's correct. You click save, and then I'm just going to go to the test agent just to show you. By the code, you type in the macro name. You can see that one's highlighted too. So I'm going to click on that one, and then you can choose between the tariff codes that you want to add. If you say okay, then it's going to automatically add that macro for you.
Okay.
I've got two questions. One is go to as if we're going to bill a patient now. Just take it. Go to yeah. Now, diagnosis code, just maybe put ZO1.2. That one. Okay, now go to code 8126. Yes, digital diagnostic scan, correct? But there's no amount there. I keep seeing that, and every day I'm going to type in the amount. How do I make the amount say the price is 419 Rand, 419?
Is that the is that the issue you were saying about Abdul, that you have to go through each ones that are empty?
No, so this is just a normal billing code. We're gonna log a separate ticket for this one so that we can add the price for you, the 419.
Okay.
Is it not something we can do? If we
so the prices we usually just keep the prices, the correct prices, and we can just load it from our side because it's a little.
Roy, what's that grey dot?
Yeah. What is a grey dot in the top right? Craig is asking. Sorry, can you log the ticket for that? Are there any other codes that are unnecessary?
No, there probably would be, but we have to make a list. What
So
is
the grey dots is just easy access to the setting. So if you hover over it,
because I saw it and then I was looking at I turned my screen off. I thought I damaged my screen somehow.
He took his old glass front off there to clean it.
Okay, and then there was another one. Oh yeah. Now I don't think you guys can sort out this problem, but it is a headache. It's when you have multiple practitioners that are billing on the same treatment on the patient on one invoice, and the lab. Like let's say, for example, I fit a crown on you. Now you probably know we used to exact. So you put in your codes for the crown, and then the laboratory codes, and then local anesthetic is applied by Dr. Houston, for example, and then I just changed the provider for the ones, like one is the laboratory is the provider, and I'm the provider for the crown, and then it comes out in one invoice. With GoodX, it seems I've got to create 3 separate invoices for different providers. Yeah. So in other words, is it possible for me to change the provider within the same invoice?
So that's a bit difficult because GoodX doesn't usually allow users working on the same. As an example, it will tell you another user is working on the account. So sometimes it does override other users. I don't think it's going to allow, because sometimes the changes will override another user's changes.
Yeah. And on the line item, like on that line item that you created there now, with Z0 1.2 8126 scan, so on that thing, there's not a place to change the provider, to change the treating practitioner on that line.
On the line, per line.
Unfortunately, not now.
Because that would make sense. But Craig, then you must maybe just make a macro code for the gloves and the things. Then that's one invoice for your stuff. Just work out which ones you are.
It's always going to be 8112, 8145.
Yeah.
If it's anything different, I'll. But I'm fine for now. I think I've learned a lot.
Short duration, and the accent because I'm busy and I need to get it.
Yeah.
Understanding that it's
delete it.
Yeah, but she said you can't do it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
So,
double the amount of
Ms. Butler,
Yes.
the question seems to be, if you've made a mistake on an invoice and you've clicked on post only,
Yes.
how do we undo this mistake?
So let me show you. I'm going to say post only. I'm just going to go to the account details to that specific invoice. If you click on that invoice and you go to /edit, then we can see there's 2 options for us. The one is a credit note, and that's basically to remove the whole invoice. We want to use the invoice. But if we use the invoice, it's going to credit note the invoice.
So now credit note and then do another invoice.
For the credit note, it's going to allow us again to
So are you busy doing a credit note or a redo?
Redo first, and then it's going to create a credit note for us.
But now is the patient going to see all our mistakes on the invoice?
So there is if you download the invoice, say post only, it's going to create a new invoice. So it's not going to show the previous one. That's the one that we redid when credit note is redone.
Okay, so our mistakes don't show up on the patient's invoice because it doesn't look good.
No, so if you download this invoice, it's just going to show the normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that helps. Thank you.
Sorry, if I might also add one quick thing here as well. Sometimes the credit notes will reflect on the statement, but if you click on the drop down by the statement, you can use the advanced statement option, and then you can actually you can say like express the credit notes. Or actually print credit notes if you want it on there, but I think on the advanced statement you can just go there.
So that advanced statement it gives you quite a few options then, eh?
Yeah.
So you can change whatever.
You can also add on the advanced statement, you can print the ICD-10 codes on the invoices, any archived transaction, you can print the capture date, any messages that have been made, like received.
Or so even if you want just between custom dates, you can select between which date, which transactions.
Yeah, that's useful, right? And this message you can type it at the bottom here.
The adult message.
Yeah, and then that'll come on the statement.
That's great, yes. So I'm just gonna show you. So if we download it, there we go. That's the note key. That's the message that we just typed in there.
And you don't have an advanced quotation thing that we can add notes to.
To the statement or the estimate.
Yeah, if you're doing an estimate, do you have the same sort of setup where you can actually leave some notes on there? Or?
I don't. Unfortunately, not. I don't think so.
Okay.
It's just gonna be a normal.
Okay.
So the statements or for the whole account of the estimates, we can't really do the advanced printing.
Yeah, log a note to say we should be able to put notes on a quotation. That's quite. On a quotation.
Yeah. This is what now?
Yes.
You said to me. I want to ask you a question again. Another question is when you see the patients on your day sheet, is there a way to show that there's a medical, like a critical medical condition that they're suffering from, just so we don't forget that there's a problem?
There is something that we call a smart visit. So that's hard to be loaded, I think, through a higher code and through consultation that we can load. So the smart stickers, anytime you bill the patient, or you can add it on the clinical side as well. A smart sticker, then it will highlight on the right hand side. There's also a data status that we can add. Those are usually just for your handover spaces. I just want to see if you maybe login status. I'm just going to do a test one.
Or like someone who always runs late or never pays his bill or stuff like that.
Yes. So we can add those. There's late and there's someone who pays their bills. We can make a digit statement for that.
Do not treat this patient.
Yes.
They stink.
So I'm going to show you the sticker. So if we go to clinical, we have an option to add a sticker. Click on the sticker and say choose protocol, test, and you should say add and save. Then it's going to pop up here on your right hand side.
So instead of writing test there, I could say diabetes or something like that.
That's correct, yeah.
And how do we add the photo of the patient? I mean, what is the simplest way? You got that picture section there.
Yeah, so if you go to get your edit, it can be it's usually loaded per patient. So on the patient details, you can click on the little face here. It does allow you to use your camera as well. So if the patient's staring on the computer, you can do that. And you can load it from an external file if they maybe see a picture.
We have to get a camera on that. Or can we use like an iPad? Do it on the iPad.
Yeah, you can just copy the link on the iPad and just take the photos from there. So on the booking side as well, on the dashboard.
Because that's useful if you know what
their face and I can't remember the name, and then it's that one. Yeah. I haven't been to you for 4 years.
Like I told that woman how sorry I was about her sister's murder.
Yeah.
It wasn't her.
It wasn't her.
Oh no.
No.
It looks like her though. What's her name? Yeah. It was her, but the other woman I saw wasn't her. Anything else?
Yeah, there is one more question. Can each login details be set to bill on a certain provider? Like a default provider.
Macros.
No. So each login is about, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So can each login be set to bill on a certain provider?
No.
Well, we can set it as a specific users only has access to a specific diary. You can disable the access
So
from
she's
that
saying when you log in to your own name,
That's it.
Which must have someone
We can allow us for the surgery doctor.
Yeah. So what he's saying is that like this is my computer, but Craig Inch is the default on the diary. and also when I do invoicing, is he the default? He's the default on my computer. So you have to every time change it. Why
So
is
there's no way. That's what I'm saying. There's no way.
yeah? Why is it all why is it all Craig? Because I mean he's not
Each
like
computer should be default
Well,
to that
each
doctor.
user, for each user, we can set up a default diary.
That's
So,
amazing. And also for
No,
invoicing.
Not a default diary.
It
It is.
it is a default.
Like which
Because
shows
it's
on the
select-
screen.
So your
Yeah.
login will specifically open yours only.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So
also
just to clarify, if I log into from the web, if I log into GoodX, my username and password as Craig Inch, okay, and then it goes and everything is fine for me. But when everybody else logs in with their own username and passwords, they all come up with
It's under Craig,
as
yeah.
if they're me.
everyone is Craig.
Yeah,
It's just not fair.
they're all wannabes.
so that's we can set that up in the user settings
Okay.
for each user. So that's anytime.
Is it okay? Is it better than any elaborate this weekend?
We can set up each user to have their own default diary. So when they open up, for example, they
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be here.
the oral hygiene.
And with the invoicing?
With the invoicing from the diary specifically, or
No, but the invoicing follows on from the diary, isn't it? Isn't it
Yeah,
because
The provider.
yeah, but it's because Craig is on the diary as number one all the time. Is that yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
So just go through us how to change the diary. What do you call it? Default.
default diary.
Yeah.
Let me check. I just want to look.
So this is my computer, so you can make it according to me then.
Who logged in?
I logged in. It's my password. Did they get one for you? But she got it. Because she needs to check all the
She's got an email.
monitor things like when they call, all that stuff. It's part of the system. But it's from just silly things,
Okay.
slipping.
So if you want to set up the default view from the diary, just go to settings,
Okay.
user entity settings, and then general settings. So you just scroll
Hello. Is she gone?
Usually connected.
full order. So this is set up per user. That is a user entity. So each user can change or move the diary that they want to see first when they log in. So if I'm going to save it on Dr. Houston first, and I save it, I'm just going to log out now. Try log back in, and it's still not going to save.
Is that what I used?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to look as to why it doesn't save the way that we want it to.
We'll have to
So,
log a ticket for
Will you log a ticket for that, please?
Yeah, definitely. I'll log a separate ticket for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I think that might be, seems to me like it's a bug on this version, but we'll see. We'll just play around and then we'll just let you know.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for your time. Thank
It
you.
was very informative.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Now I'm back. I'm back.
Cool.
Thanks.
Have a nice weekend.
Cheers,
Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.